What's up? So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be looking at 10 sets of couple skins that you didn't actually know existed. A week ago, I did a video looking at every single set of couple skins in Fortnite, and I learned two things from that video. First of all, that video was horribly flawed, and I realized that I missed so many skins, and subsequently from that, I realized that there are some very weird Fortnite couples.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... Look at the top of his head.
Anyways, before we do get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, leave a like. Anyways though, let's do this. So coming in at our number 10 spot, this is a very, not even love triangle, but a very weird love square, I guess you could call it. And this is Trailblazer. So seeing as Trailblazer was part of the second Twitch Prime pack, I always assumed that it was the couple skin to either the Sub Commander or Havoc. And the only reason I assumed that was just simply based on the fact that it is, well, it's part of the Twitch Prime pack. But it turns out that this is actually not a couple skin to either of the other Twitch Prime skins. The Trailblazer is actually part of the Advanced Forces set, which makes it, again, in a very weird love square. So apart from Trailblazer, there are actually 3 other skins in the Advanced Forces set, and if any one of you have bought the Battle Pass, you probably know the ones that I'm talking about. So we've got Battlehawk and the Squad Leader from Season 4, and then we also have Sledgehammer from Season 5. And since this skin does not pair up with Battlehawk or Sledgehammer at all, we kind of have to assume that the pairing to this skin is actually the Squad Leader. Very weird and something I never would have guessed until I did the research on it, but yeah, that's our first spot. Now coming in at our number 9 spot, we're actually going to be looking at the rarest skin in the game, so you guys all know, which is the Recon Expert. So more often than not, you've actually got skins that are not actually part of the same set, yet are still couples. 2 really good examples of this is the Skull and Ghoul Trooper skins as well as the Christmas Sweater skins. And another great example of this is the Recon Expert, again, one of the rare skins in the game compared with the Infiltrator. Now, they're not part of any sets, but they are obviously couples. And again, the main reason I wanted to include these on the list is just because it was related to the Recon Expert, which is a very interesting skin in my eyes just because it's so rare. Okay, now moving on to our number 8 spot. This is where this list is gonna get a little bit weird. So you remember back at the start of the video when I showed you a picture of the Dark, Vanguard, and Leviathan? Well, technically they are a couple. Technically, but there's a huge caveat to that. Okay, so it's kind of weird because you look at all the astronauts, right? You've got the 3 from the Battle Pass and, you know, they're all kind of related. And then you see the Dark Vanguard and you're like, okay, well, the Dark Voyager and the Dark Vanguard, those must be the couple. But then it's kind of weird because Leviathan is technically part of that set. And while the obvious pick to couple these 2 skins up would be the Dark Vanguard, there's no real answer. Instead of just being a couple skin, it's one giant conglomerate group of skins, kind of like the Knight set, but it's just so weird to me that Leviathan fits in with these guys. I know he's technically an astronaut, but he's a fish. But hey, if you didn't like that point, I've got an even weirder one for you. It turns out Leviathan is actually a very interesting skin. Because while he clearly fits into the Space Voyager set, he's also an actual couple to another female skin. So coming in at number 7, we have Leviathan and Jungle Scout. I don't know why this is a couple. I don't know what Fortnite and Epic Games was thinking, but Roman, just show those 2 pictures, please. Yeah, so not only is it one of those crazy loading screens, but in one of the cutscenes, you can actually see Leviathan and the Jungle Scout out on a real date. Okay, when I say couple skins, I don't necessarily mean that they're dating, which I think some people assume. Like, no, it's just like they're the pairing. But there have been so many theories about this and that these 2 skins are dating. I had to include this on the list as couple skins. It's just really, really weird. Anyways, moving down to our number 6 spot, we've got the Elite and Rogue Agent. Now, this is something that maybe some of you guys knew if you're observant at all and check the skin sets because they're both part of the Black Vertex set. But I've been playing Fortnite since the start of when both these skins came out, and I had no idea that they were official couple skins. I think the primary reason for this is they just don't really look all that similar. They've got some assets that they kind of share, like they're dark, they've got helmets on, but one guy is Master Chief and the other chick is like just some random skin. The visual aspects of these two skins don't really line up, but then you realize that they're part of the same set, which is again Black Vertex, and you're like, oh, okay, I see it. It's not something that's common knowledge, and it's not something that I personally expected, but after doing the research into this video, it turns out that there are a couple. Now, moving on to our number 5 spot, we've got another one of those picks that's just like, okay, I guess. Now, I didn't actually realize this until the Nightshade skin was dropped, but for some reason, in my mind, I always thought that Tomato Head and the Beef Boss were a couple. Like couple skins, right? You know, just because they don't look the same doesn't mean they can't be part of kind of the same duo, right? Because you've got like Triceratops and Rex, which are two very different looking skins, but same theme. So I always just thought two restaurant chain themed skins would be kind of a duo. Well, it actually turns out that that is not true, because the Beef Boss, and this makes sense, is actually the duo to the Grill Sergeant. The Grill Sergeant is a hamburger flipping guy, and the Beef Boss is a hamburger guy. So it would make sense that these two skins would be a couple. I, however, am really stupid and never realized this until the Season 6 Battle Pass came out, and then I thought long and hard about my life. Anyways, it might be obvious, but I had no idea. Okay, now moving down to our number 4 spot, we've got a pick that a lot of people corrected me on my last video, so shout out to you if you did make that note. This is Carbide, and are you ready for this? Did you know that Carbide and Criterion are matching skins? So there's a lot of people, myself included, that thought that Criterion and Vertex were couple skins. Now, the reason behind this is that they're two very similar looking skins, and they were released right at about the same time. One is blue and orange, one is fully orange, and then you've got Carbide, who is fully blue. So I always thought that Criterion and Vertex were a couple skin, but a lot of people believe, and this is, not 100% confirmed, that it's actually Carbide and Criterion. The thing that makes it such a hard case to argue either way is obviously their color palettes, but also the fact that they're not part of the same sets. There's the Carbide set, there's the Criterion set, and there is the Vertex set. And if you want to go look into other skins to maybe make a decision, you're not going to find much help, because there's the Omega set and the Oblivion set. Completely different sets, but obviously couple skins. So while it's not 100% official that Criterion and Carbide are official couple skins, there's a huge argument to be made for this, and a lot of people do believe this one to be true. Upon further reflection, I'm still not 100% convinced, but just due to the color palette, I kind of believe this more than Vertex. Anyways, moving down to our number 3 spot, we've got a bit of a theory, but I really like this one and I needed to include it on this list. Also, I only had 9 and I didn't want this to be the top 9, so I'm including a theory, but just hear me out, it's sick. Drift and Calamity. So first of all, the thing you do need to understand with any couple skins is it doesn't always have to be quite official. I showed that with Ghoul Trooper, Skull Trooper. But this is a theory that I've seen floating around and I really wanted to hit on it. So first of all, Drift and Calamity are both tier 1 progressive skins within battle passes. And neither of them have well set or defined couples. So, okay, whatever, they're lonely, it's fine, it's not a big deal, and it isn't a guarantee that they are couples to each other. But this notion that I saw going around a little bit when Calamity was released in Season 6 was, okay, you've got Drift, and he's got this really cool glowing jacket, right? This kind of like coat. And then, if you see the 6th tier of Calamity, it's the exact same. And with all that being considered, and then they have that very similar pattern going, that's kind of what's been floating around, is a lot of people thinking that these two skins are not so much related, but these are like the pairings to each other. While it's pretty common that most sets are couples, not all couples are necessarily sets, and I think this is a good example of that. While this is definitely not confirmed, I think a big portion of what people consider to be couple skins is kind of just like personal preference and general community opinion. Again, they don't necessarily have to be part of the same set, and while this is just a theory, I really wanted to include it on this list just to hear what you guys have to say about it, because I like the theory. It's an exciting theory. Well, I don't know if it's true or not. It's a fun little idea. Anyways, let's move on. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we've got another mistake that I actually made on the last video, and this is the Aerial Assault Trooper. So in my last video, I said that the Aerial Assault Trooper is the couple skin to the Renegade Raider, and this is actually like 100% confirmed false. Well, the Renegade Raider has a completely different partner. For our number 2 spot, what we're going to be looking at is, again, the Aerial Assault Trooper. Now, side note, this has actually become one of the rarest skins in the game as well. I would probably put it in the top 3. And again, he actually does have a partner. It's the High-Rise Assault Trooper. So I never realized this, but these guys actually look the exact same. They've got the pretty much almost identical suits on, and the difference is just the aerial guy's got a helmet and the other dude doesn't. They've also got almost identical names: Aerial Assault Trooper, High-Rise Trooper. And while I know there is another skin just called simply the Assault Trooper, that is clearly not a couple to either one of these. So yeah, couple bros coming in at our number 2 spot. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, coming down to our number 1 spot, we're gonna hit again on that Season 1 shop lore. Actually, this isn't even lore, because this is 100% confirmed to be true. And this is the Renegade Raider and Rust Lord. Oh my god, I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that this was a couple. What? Why? This doesn't... That makes no sense. I don't even accept this, Epic Games. I seriously don't even accept this. While this makes absolutely no sense to me, the Aerial Assault Trooper and the Rust Lord are, yes, in fact, part of both the Storm Scavenger set. The Renegade Raider was always part of this set, and then they released the Rust Lord, and they're like, yeah, this guy, I mean, makes sense that he's a Storm Scavenger, but why was the Renegade Raider ever a Storm Scavenger? I don't know, but again, couple skins, and it's really weird. And for that reason, it is our number 1 spot on this list. So anyways, guys, that is gonna wrap everything up. People have this, for some reason, crazy fascination with couple skins. I don't know why my last video on this went so viral, because it was so bad. But I just kind of wanted to look at a video kind of, you know, incorporating some theories on couples, because nothing is ever confirmed unless they're part of the same set. And also just some confirmed ones that are really weird. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to subscribe. And again, let me know what you thought. I really liked that, again, that Drift and Calamity theory, and I wanted to include it in a video. And other than that, if you enjoyed, leave a like, and I'll talk to you later.